No, I know that Digital. I know the history of Apex, but I thought they were also working on Titanfall 3, but I guess they canceled it. What a waste. That's such a shame, man. Titanfall could have been a staple in gaming, but it just kept coming out with terrible release dates. Fucking competing with Battlefield and Call of Duty. Movement shooters were already a dying genre anyway. There isn't really one that survived the market. I know, isn't that a fucking shame though? Movement shooters are great. I still miss Tribes Ascend. Yeah, but now people want movement shooters and Respawn won't make Titanfall 3. I don't know, man. I'm starting to wonder if people even want it. Because I remember there was this huge outcry for arena shooters. People are like, we need arena shooters, tired of fucking Call of Duty FPS formulas, so tired and shit now. Give us arena shooters. And then, what, 2 years ago we got like 4 big arena shooters, and all of them died within a month. Oh, Tribes Ascend is so good. Jesus, wow. Fast Movers. Not the most creative name. But it was so fucking good. It's actually the reason I ended up getting a gaming laptop, because up until this point I was using like an old computer that could barely... Thanks, Arisa Bob. Weird song choice. I will say though, I don't... Even if this game still existed today, I don't know how popular it would be. A game like this is too hard for casual players, and even for people that want to get good at it, it's quite a big time investment. But I think it's like a spectator sport, it's still pretty hype. You can easily process what's happening even though it's so fast. Like, it might have been a pretty solid esport. And I know they tried for a little bit, but it just wasn't successful. They also didn't run it super well. I know, Bob. It's such a shame, though. Thanks to give sub Mars. I don't remember that one, Digital. You could start it up again. I don't think they have private servers for this, do they? Maybe they do. Never heard of this game. It was Hi-Rez right before Smite. So I played Tribes Ascend, and then the Smite beta came out, and I played the Smite beta and Tribes Ascend. And then they eventually went all in on Smite and shut down Tribes Ascend. Thanks to the resub Sky, Stoner in the Prime, Iconic, and the resub Acid. Remember when Smite had the Slipknot collab? I still haven't seen that collab, but when we were going through their wacky collabs, we saw it on the list. But nah, I didn't see that one. Smite has some absolute banger collabs, though. Thanks, resub Rachel. What role did you play in Smite? Oh, I just made Anubis. I either played Anubis or Loki. And back then you didn't really have lanes per se. It was kind of a free-for-all. In fact, when I first started playing, they didn't even really have the jungle. Forgot about Shadowrun 2. One day I do want to... Because I think you can still play this one. This one was peer-to-peer servers. So I think if you just had people... Yeah, Shadowrun 2007 and 2022. If you just had people, you could just start up a lobby right now. One day I do want to do that on stream, just a full fucking Shadowrun stream or something. This game was... This is a term that gets tossed around a lot, but it's so applicable here. This game was legitimately ahead of its time. Tactical shooter mechanics like Counter-Strike, but also blended with hero abilities like Overwatch, or like Valorant, that you have to buy. So you buy the abilities. It's literally Valorant, before Valorant popped off. Before it existed. So like you can have it, right now he's bought Rez, clearly. So he must have saved for Rez because he didn't get a weapon. Things resub Reckless. Also, one of the first games that I can think of with crossplay. That's right, it did have crossplay. In 2007. The guy playing right now is not very good. Unfortunately, Hershey Squirt's struggling a bit, but the game had a great skill ceiling. And there was a lot of cool shit you could do with it, like there's a katana, for example, and it would synergize really well with the elf. So you could buy the katana plus, like, teleport or something, and teleport behind, hit him with the katana, teleport out, and the katana had a bleed proc, so you could bleed them. But then there's easy counterplay where you could have, like, your troll have a healing tree or something, which would keep you alive through the bleed proc. It's really good. Like, the game was really good. I made one montage for this game back in 2007, but deleted it because of music, obviously. Just like all my old videos, which I really regret. Thank you for Prime Steve and the resub Reckless, Rachel, and Sippy. I'm gonna put this in another tab so I don't forget. I do want to do a Shadowrun stream at some point. I don't know how you get the game now, though, because there's no way there's a service that still sells it. You probably have to torrent it. Still have the 360 version of this game. So do I. It's on my shelf up there. That was one of the ones that I could never get rid of. In fact, it's right here. I can see it. This puppy. Such a good game. For only $5 too. What's crazy is I got it the year it came out and it was only $5 because it died so quickly. It never had a player base. It flew so far under the radar. It was tragic. But even on the cover it says you can play with Windows users, which for its time no one was doing. That crossplay was non-existent. Fuck, man, such a good game. There was achievements to kill PC players. There's even teabagging achievements. It was called Virus. And what you'd have to do is the developers, I think on launch, went in, steamrolled some people, teabagged them, and it gave them the virus. So then those players, when they went into their future games, when they'd kill someone if they teabagged them, they would spread the virus. And you get an achievement for it, for spreading it. It was so cool. A lot of 360 era games had an achievement like that. That's true, but I think Shadowrun was really the first one that I can remember doing that. I remember Halo had one like that down the line, but Shadowrun, it was just so special. It was great. You'd have to bounce in lobbies trying to find someone that had the virus, so you just end up like teabagging everyone, hoping. Thanks for resub Iron and the Prime Galactic. A Shadowrun tournament would be pretty cool, actually. I just need to see if it still, like, functions. So I definitely do want to do that on stream at some point pretty soon. I'm a fan, Timbo. Tacos are good. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat was good, yeah.